Oh, hello. Okay, so tonight, trying to do kind of a chilled stream today. Haven't been feeling so great lately, past couple days, so just taking it easy. But anyway, so yeah, as the title suggests, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, but I'm trying to switch the characters over to A pose from T pose to solve the armpit issue. I think I was talking about that last stream actually. So the human is sorted more or less. I think there's still some weight paint stuff I need to mess with, but so I was gonna try this. I think it's actually already in. I don't think I could log in earlier, so let's see if I can get in now. Okay. It's been a new guy. Not that I don't think it matters, but I usually make a new guy when I'm testing stuff. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. I did get in, and I noticed that the weights were off, so. It's harder to. It's harder to weight paint when the animations don't work properly, so. That looks kind of funny, actually. But. So, let's, try and do something about that. Oh, no. That's not good. Save this. And we'll export. I think just as is fine. We'll go into Cascader and we'll see if I can import the animations. So if we make a new scene and we import model, bring this guy in, and we'll rig him up. Hey, Fizby. How's it going? Hello. Going okay, you? I'm glad you're doing well, Fizby. I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm a little bit today. So that's kind of why I'm doing a skeleton stream. Just not feeling like having my lights on and stuff. There's no way to tell what this one. I guess it's on. Hey, BTC Retro, how you doing? What are you working on tonight? The Ogre? Yeah. I'm just going through the 3 races that we have and switching them from T pose to A pose. So I just kind of stuck the arms on the Ogre earlier, and I need to I need to redo the weight paints, looks like, because I don't think he's supposed to be moving like this. Just a hunch. But in order to do that, I need a working animation on this one, so I need to actually just kind of transfer some animations. Yep, the armpit fix. Exactly. I'm just trying to, so I need to rig this up again in here. I guess it's just using this guy. That's our stomach. This doesn't want to select stuff. Spine 3. Let's try that. Chest. Spine. Oh, that's not called. Oh, shoot. I want the neck bone. Upper arm, and shin, foot, toe. Okay. Hey, John. Hey, Justin. How you guys doing? Okay, so that worked, it looks like. I hope. Okay, so let me save this. Save as. Doing good. Did you lose some weight, Zigun? A little bit, yeah. I'm on that necromancer diet. Okay. Oh no. Should I use the I have one of these.
It's this one, yeah. This is my shrunken voice. Is this too much for you guys? Yes, use the genie voice? Okay. There we go, perfect. It's so distracting when hearing in my ear, though. It's weird. Okay, what am I trying to do? I want my run forward. Okay, close the T-pose. Don't need that. Let's export. And run forward. And we'll import that into this. Oh no! Well, that didn't work. Something about this looks a little off. Can't put my finger on it. Okay. Why is it doing that? It looks like the skeleton is doing it properly, but it's just doing some weird stuff for unknown reasons. Let's try. Copy. Paste. Okay, that didn't help. Um. Let's try this. Let's export this out of Blender. Downloads. Let's just do that. And then we'll try and import that. It's weird. Why is it doing that? So cast deflation on an ogre. That'd be a cool spell. Okay. Let me try. Let's close this. That's broken. Let's open this again. Okay. So it does work. Like it's I don't know why it's being weird though. So let's try copy pasting this.
Make it chunkier.
This will work as well. Obviously, it's broken as well, but
At least it's got a skin on, so that's a progress, right? So I can just fix this. Maybe the sideburns are weighing it down. Probably. They're pretty hefty sideburns. I'm probably gonna. One thing I can do as well is, when we were kind of tweaking the animation on the human to something that looked cooler, I could try and do that as well. Maybe after we get this not broken. Let's one thing at a time. Those arms are very pointy now. I hope that these are looking weird because I think it's the weights. So this looks kind of chunky in a bad way. Yeah. So hopefully I can fix some of this stuff. So let me save this out and we'll see what that looks like in Blender. See what we can do. What we can do about fixing that. So, so I threw the human in already, the new human. We jump in here, and interestingly, the animations seem to work okay on him. The old animations, so there wasn't a lot of rework that I think is required to make it look normal, which is good. So I'm thinking I could do the same with the ogre, but I still need like an animation that kind of works on him so that I can at least weight paint stuff. So so I think it looks a lot better. Like it doesn't crumple. There it kind of goes in here, and that's part of the geometry, I think. I mean, we could probably tweak that, but at least it's not crumpling the texture and stuff, so I think that's good. I think it looks better. And this is the new animation, but it's like something's up with the blending tree for it, because his foot isn't supposed to go out like this. But the other animations work pretty well. So I was surprised. I thought all the animations were going to be busted, to be honest. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the same will ring true for the Ogre. I need to back all this stuff up before I start saving over things. Hey, Goblin. Where is my Ogre? Let's dump all these. And I'll just copy, paste. Okay, I'm just going to save this as run. Oh, is it going to cause problems with this? Okay, and then we can export this. And then we can import that into this. And hopefully that'll work. Oh, no. Why does it do this? It shouldn't be changing scale. There's nothing on the scale. That's rotation even. So it's, I don't even understand what's happening there. Oh. Maybe that's why it was busted before. Delete keyframes. And delete keyframes. Location. Oh.
Howdy.
Howdy. Is that gonna work for me? Sean's going to Texas soon to get a cowboy hat. Okay. So this will work for my needs. It's like I'm not really sure why the scale was changing like that. It's making me a little nervous, but I think it's okay. Pose mode. There's no scale changes on those. That's weird, man. Can I zero this out? Is there like a clear? Okay, dope. Cool. So that might actually work. Let's keep that maybe. Okay, so let's actually get in here and second thought. Let's save this first. Close this. I don't need this for a while. Oh shoot. There was a good quote for the pop-ups from Sean's stream the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, man, I'm always down for more voice lines. Although I'm kind of picky now because I have to make, like, now that I'm making like little gifs and stuff for them, I'm being more picky about the ones I use because I don't want to have to make a freaking gif for everyone. It's a lot of work, man. Okay. Not thrilled about these arms rotating so much like that. But that's not it's not what we're fixing right now. Okay, let's see if we can just get this belt line to not move so much. Ooh, there's a lot of influence there. Probably don't need that much on the leg. What are we fixing right now? I'm weight painting the Ogre, the new Ogre, because it needs to be weight painted apparently. Just keep that for now. I don't know why this is pulling so much. There. Uh-oh. His hands are real close. No, that's supposed to be mirrored. That's better. Still kind of moving. What is moving so much that's causing that? I guess this is moving kind of a lot. Wait a minute. Well, he does have a lot of jiggle. Yeah. You know, I was thinking about if we wanted to do a jiggle, since we're looking into cloth physics, I wonder if we could add jiggle bones or something. I was thinking because one of the things we were talking about doing with the robes and stuff was like having it replace, like it's like a body swap kind of situation. So I'm wondering if we could have like a jiggle bone on the body, and then when you like equip a chest piece or something, like if we, I think if we're gonna if we do the robes and stuff that are swapping, it makes sense to me to do that for plate and stuff. And I was thinking if we do that for plate or stuff that's leather and just stuff in general that's more rigid, then we just swap out the torso or whatever, and then you just wouldn't apply the weights to the jiggle bone. So then you got the stomach that bounces around, and then you put a shirt on and it bounces around less or whatever. So that'd be interesting. Just a thought. Did someone say jigglebone? Yes, Keith. Is that your bat signal right there? We probably won't need a jiggle bone based on jiggle physics. Yeah, I don't know how that works. So however we need to, whatever we need to do, I guess. But my thinking was that we could have different like clothing affect the jiggle rate differently or something. So I don't know. Um, I don't know how much of this is the animation being wonky versus. Oh well, this is definitely wrong. Okay, let's get rid of this. The head should not be moving other than the head bone directly. And I bet the neck. Come on. There we go. Let's just get, yeah, let's leave that one, I guess, for now. Okay. I don't know if maybe I'll just leave that for now because it's doing like a smooth transition well enough. This is what's going on with this hunch. That's not great. Let's get rid of these stuff on the head. What are we on? The spine for? Yeah, this one. I think the ogre has like an extra bone. So much stuff is affecting the head right now. I don't really know what's going on there. Doesn't look good. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think the toe needs to affect the ankle that much. We should actually add influence there. Okay. Did that mirrored, right? Should be fine. On there. Okay. What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at? There was a lot of, when I was doing the human, there was a lot of, when I like transferred the animation, it wasn't like a perfect transfer, obviously. And like I spent all weekend stressing over that dang run because there was like, it was like this one actually. There's like a bone in here. Actually, let me show you in Cascader. So with the controls, like I have a stomach control right here. If we go to this, it controls this, and then this is the chest one. It controls this, but there was like a bone, like it's like this bone, or it was like there's like some bone in between that wasn't being controlled directly by anything, and it was moving around based on like the physics of Cascader. And so for whatever reason it was jiggling weirdly. It was like jittery, and I couldn't directly control it. And it was controlling very subtly, like the just like the trapezius on the human, and it was just like twitching, and I couldn't figure out how to solve it, and it was driving me insane. I think it might even still do it. Like a little bit. So that was a nightmare. What am I doing? We're in Blender. Okay. Neck. Let's get rid of everything on this and see what happens. What the fuck is going on, bro? It's got like a long ass neck all of a sudden. It's like the shoulders should have more influence, maybe. Let's add a little bit or something. Yeah, animation is not my friend. I don't know. Is that like... Why is this up so far? Here, let me... What is pulling this so dang far? What do we got in here? What are we working with? Neck and nothing else. So what? I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense. Or these are just being pulled down. Can I add more to... Neck. Oh, maybe these are getting. Let's do this. Oh, that's it. It's just like pulling stuff down. Gotcha. Okay. Why are you doing this to me, bruh? Who said you could be like this? It's like pulling stuff weirdly. I don't think this needs to be so. This is the shoulder. It doesn't even need to have all this. His arms are like weird in a weird spot as well, though. That doesn't help. Any news on search for an animator? I haven't heard anything. I think actually Sean was talking to somebody, but I haven't heard anything further. This is why I show up to Zukun's. Why? Because you like watching me get beat up by programs? It's pretty messed up, honestly. I thought we were pals. Okay, I'm gonna move this arm. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. The animation does most of the work, and Goblin elbow drops the ropes. Are these not connected? Why are these not connected? That's weird. Are none of these connected? Am I like? That's weird, dude. Is that broken? Wonder if that's causing issues. Maybe I should go through. Just make sure that's all sorted. Connected. Connected. Oh, is that was like mirrored, I guess. Maybe that's why it didn't do it properly, because I don't know, that's weird. It's so weird. Who knows what kind of damage that's done? Who knows what kind of damage it's going to cause when I apply this? Oh god. Wait, we want to go this way. I wonder if I can get rid of this without it breaking things, because I mean, I don't think I need it anymore. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh god. Come on. Delete bone. Connected. Connected. Who knows what kind of damage that's gonna cause? Anyone's guess. What is that? Goblin, do you ever post your stuff on Screenshot Saturday? I think it would do well on there. Is that like is that Instagram or Twitter? Okay, so that actually didn't break anything, looks like. That we know of. It's on most social media. I don't go on social media, so I don't know, man. I think at one point I rolled the shoulders forward like this, to make them look, to make them look kind of top heavy and like scary looking. But I think it's only causing issues right now. It's looking weird, so hopefully. Dang it. Paste. I wonder if I can do a paste flipped here. Copy, paste.
Do a barrel roll.
No barrel roll. Thanks for the follow, Shipwreck Studios. Hope you're doing well. Gotcha. I see what you sent me there, Keith. I'm unaware of that phenomenon. I don't really check social media. I ditched Facebook years ago. I have depression problems, so Facebook was not helping. I just decided to just not anymore. Okay, I'm seeing a thing here. In order to get the arms in a certain position, it's actually rolling that stuff. So this might actually be well, I hate Facebook, but that's where people's eyeballs are at. I guess it depends on your reasoning, I guess, for that. For like, if you're doing like a personal or a business like thing, that's something different, I guess. I don't know. I haven't had a need to get on there. This looks bad. So anyway, let's see if I can solve any of this with weight paints here. So this could be also something I could fix. Why isn't this mirroring? I don't like that. It's mirroring on some bits and not on others. That's not great.
Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy, partner. I did. Oh, maybe because I deleted that that bone. Or the arms are down. Like, why are these? I don't know, man. This is kind of a mess, honestly. Did this mirror properly? This seems like it's doing a little bit more. Okay. Let me see if I can export this into something, into Cascader. You know what Cascader needs is like some sort of one-click import export between Blender and Cascader. That'd be dope. How customizable are the COD pieces going to be? Very customizable. You can like everything short of bedazzling your COD piece. Let's save this. And I'll just try and export this as the run. And then I'll do this. Export. And delete this and just start over. Let's just start anew. I don't know what's going on with this. Let's import the model again. Banana hammock of Zool. It's the only feature I'm looking forward to. Yeah, the monsters in banana hammocks is really, it's the secret title of the game. Banana hammocks and cowboy hats. That's what I would have called it. But that's why I'm not in charge of anything. It's probably for the best. Take my money. One imp. One M pen. If there's like a secret name in that, I can't. Impim? I'm pen. Had to lead speak. I have not gotten enough sleep today, so my brain is not functioning properly. I don't know how I'm able to do this stuff. And actually I'm noticing I wonder if this is why. I wonder if the arms are off a little bit. Maybe that's going to cause some issues with the shoulders and stuff. But anyway, let me import that animation too, and let's see what that does. Didn't explode, that's good. Step 1. Four. Oops, what did I just... There's some stuff jiggling still there, but it's not as bad, I guess. I thought it was because your mother was a pirate. More of a new age hippie type lady, less a pirate. I thought it was limpin', like limping on a peg leg. Okay. So what happens if we... Can I do this? So I don't want his oh man. Where's my local? The quality of this stream has shot way up. How so? It's because I'm not on camera anymore. Wow, thanks a lot, bro. I understand. I'm not. Yeah, I can just do the skeleton streams from now on. It's a lot more chill for me not being on camera anyway. I bought all these. It's kind of a waste of money though, because I bought a bunch of lights and stuff, so. But whatever, man. Oof, that's a big oof. Yeah, something's going on with the arms I don't like. So it's controversy over my name, yet I haven't seen any comments about the chest for face business happening on the stream. You guys don't have like a six-pack on your face? Some interesting internal rotation on the delts. Yeah. It's doing something weird. I'm not here for it. Let's see. And like it's one of those things like, is it where the bones are? Do I need to change the bones? What are the rotation of these actually? Let me show the rotation. Ooh, position of that might be a problem. I don't think you're supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to bend like that. What happens if we move this in? It's doing that. What's the armpit thing? The armpit fart thing. That looks better though. And I guess what I would want to do then is just have the weights transition this more gracefully. Just commit to the VTube and get those skeleton arms to imitate using a mouse and keyboard. I could do that. I could do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But yeah, so that position looks better. Hey Nicodemus, how you doing? Oh. Which way does this need to be, I wonder? We're guessing. We're guessing. I think the actually it might be, let's go with Z down. I don't know. Ogre didn't skip face day. That's a good one, John. Does it look better if you pull the joint in even further? Let's see. Where would that be? Like on a, oh, that does actually think. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. So if I wanted like, but I guess like if I wanted, I'm just trying to make sure it looks normal to have like, if I should pull the global. These were to come out further. Oh no, that looks bad. That's kind of where we were before. Let's not do that. Is the run animation still here? No. Let's actually, since we clean this up slightly. Transform. Happens. Oh, I can't do that with that one. Dang it. Oh, okay. This is doing a weird thing. That's less dramatic, anyway. He's still doing a weird thing with the head. All right. Well, let's save that one and see how it goes. Let's close this. Save as. Hopefully this won't explode as well like last one did. Oh, Jesus. What happens if I put this on here? Oh, why does it keep doing this? I don't know why it's feels the need to change scale. Oh, wait. Let's go to pose mode. Delete keyframes. At least that's a relatively easy fix. Okay, that's starting to come back to piece to how it was. His shoulder isn't screwed up anymore. His belt line isn't moving crazy wild. So I think I need to do something with this some more on the weight side. I'm gonna see if there's any other textures I can load. To help with this. It look Sam. It's weird, like I kind of have to go back and forth and slowly touch up stuff. It's like I don't even know a good acronym or a good damn, my brain is broken today. Jesus. Metaphor is the word I was trying to find. Okay, how how much of what's controlling this? Actually, it was this, wasn't it? So this is moving too much. Does this even need anything? I don't think it does. Maybe, well, maybe something, but like very small. Trying to keep it even so he does his jiggles properly in a pleasant manner. Is that freezing the texture or something? No. So what I'm doing is called weight painting, and what that means is so all these little cone shaped things are bones, and the bones, it's like the skeleton of the character, and when you're animating you're moving the bones, and then the bones are connected to the skin, which is the actual mesh here. So what I'm doing is through the process of weight painting, I'm assigning parts of the, like, all these little um intersections are the vertex points, and I'm assigning each one of those to, like, to a bone or multiple bones, so that when those bones move, it deforms the skin the way it should, or what looks good or natural. So what I'm doing is
Do a barrel roll.
disconnecting some of the parts right here from this bone, because this bone is moving a lot when he's running, and so since I disconnected it, it doesn't move as much on the skin, and the texture doesn't move as much as a result. Thanks for the follow. Huge. I'm not. I don't have the mental capacity to attempt pronunciation right now. I apologize. I didn't get any sleep, so my brain is broke. But yeah, so that's what weight painting is. It's notoriously not something that people like to do. It's pretty tedious. Because you got to go through each little bit and make sure it's doing what you want it to do. It kind of looks like I'm painting, but it's just the it's like a heat map, kind of representing how strong of influence each bone has on a point. So like if I go to the arm here, this is the arm bone, like the upper arm right here, and you can see that it's a very strong influence in this one spot, because red is the strongest, and then it fades rapidly when you get to the elbow and when you get to the shoulder, because those other bits are controlled by those other bones respectively. So if you go to the head, since the head doesn't it doesn't move like a lot, it's like one solid piece. Generally it's all connected very solidly to just the one head bone, which is why it's so red, and then goes into the neck. Let's add some stuff to the neck actually while we're looking at it. Aside from the jaw and such. Correct. That's a good point. We don't have any jaw on our characters. There's no like mouth motion. And like if this were like a much higher fidelity character, with like facial rig and stuff, there would actually be a lot more individual bones. Like the eyeballs would have their own bone. The eyelids would have multiple bones for each side of the eye, so you can do all sorts of little eye tweaks and stuff, and around the mouth as well, and probably the nose, for sort of nose flare type motions and stuff. Luckily we're not doing that, because holy shit, I would die. At the rate this stuff is going right now, it's rough. I'm not really, it's not something I've spent a lot of time doing. I don't like have a huge background in animation and rigging. And I've kind of through doing this, like I'm kind of learning on the job, and I've noticed that it's actually better to have stuff kind of influencing a lot, like a lot of kind of cross fading, because that tends to make stuff look smoother versus just having the bone, like the foot bone, just control everything in the immediate area and then like cut it off, because then you're gonna get like really harsh edges and stuff. So I'm trying to like do some cross pollination right now and smooth things out. And I guess part of this is also the animation is not great. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Low poly, old school doesn't call for all that definition. I kind of wonder if, I guess like if we did higher fidelity stuff, I would have more polys to work with. So it could potentially make certain things easier, but it would also, without a doubt, be more complicated as well. So, um, okay, that kind of looks pretty good. I might subtract some more off the stomach here. Let's throw this on there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Still moving a little bit more than I probably wanted to. Trying to keep the belt line kind of, keep it from going down too far. At least it's not like distorting the textures. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's pretend that that's good. And we'll save this again. And then I'm going to throw this back into Cascader. And we'll build a rig again, and then we'll throw the animation on again. And then maybe it'll look, the weights will look better, and we can kind of get a more accurate correction of the animation. What did I just do? Oh, we're exporting. Export. Actually, let me do this. Just, new scene. Import model. We'll throw a rig. Neck, head, shoulder, forearm, hand, thigh, shin, foot, toe.
Quick question. When was the last time you hit save?
Bruh, I literally just saved. Let's create that. Oh, does this look okay? Generate. What do we got here? Oh, he's got a machine gun. That looks reasonable. Let's see. Does it look reasonable? It looks like he's... Let's pull the... Yeah, that looks okay. Like, is that... So with the arm kind of down like this, touching his side there. The question is, does that look like there's any weird errors? Or I think that looks pretty natural. I think that looks pretty good. I wonder if his arms look smaller now. I could probably just change that in the geo easily enough. Export equals save. No, I actually saved I saved this. I saved it and then I exported it. But I can save this as well. Because I want this file as well saved. Let me just send it back to default pose, and then we'll save this. A pose. So, okay, with that in there, let's do. Now we'll import the animation, the run. And see what that looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. What's going on here, friend? I didn't touch that when I was doing stuff. Because I just, for this one, I just added the arms on. I didn't touch his, Of course, this is actually the human texture, so that's probably why it's a little weird. It's not accurate. Don't worry about it. Maybe the shoulders look less broad as a result of you pulling in joints. It's possible. It's an easy fix to just pull this vert section out, and I can do that. But what I want to do right now, since this A pose now looks good, let's throw it in Unity and see what we're looking at, because this is why we're doing this. Because I don't think, for whatever reason, when I throw them in Unity, it corrects the arms. It's probably because it's referencing like the T-pose still somehow or something. I don't understand it, but it's not as much work as I thought it was going to be, which is good. But the Ogre I threw in there, the weights were messed up, so I wasn't getting an accurate look at how it was working in the new one. So now that we have fixed the weights, I can copy paste that into here, and it will have better weights. We can make sure that it's working And then we can load this up and see how it looks in game. And theoretically, the Ogre will now run correctly with all his previous animations and with new and improved weight paints, so he won't jiggle as much. Let's see, where J-Man. I was just proposing with what Sukin might have been seeing when he was asking if it looked good. Not too nitpicky. No, it's all, you're good. No worries. I take no offense. Time set 10 a.m. There you go. That looks pretty good. His arms definitely look smaller though. But was there a UV issue there? Did I not fix the UV problem? Interesting. Maybe that's, I don't know what's going on there, but his nipples look kind of wonky. Also his arms are pushed really forward too, so that's because of the animation though. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that bend. That's actually the idle. So, but yeah, everything else looks like it looks pretty good. So that's good. There's the arms up over his head. Which it doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of a weird pinch there, but that's either acceptable or it's possibly something that could be weight painted a little bit, but I don't think that's honestly not as egregious, especially considering you're not going to have your arms up like this a lot in a normal setting. Does Unity require a specific file type conversion issue with the file type? I don't know. I'm saving it out as an FBX. And that's what it's supposed to be, I think, in this situation. Or it's like the most commonly used, perhaps. Oh, this guy's limping. Look at this poor guy. Oh, did you hurt yourself? Did you hurt yourself, the watchman? Did you trip and fall? Sucks to be you. Haha, peace out. Just vertically, like, suck it, bitches. That's how I want to solve all my problems. Just going like, I don't give a shit. Goodbye. Guard has some bad knee valgus. Used to work on the glutes. Oh yeah. That's the new human model as well. Where did he go? I wonder if that's an issue with the. Oh, it probably is an issue with the run animation in the new model, because that's actually what is happening. But you can't really tell so much on this because of the dark armor, I think. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, my hair disappears. That's something. Do we have any? There's no humans that I can point to, and but anyway. So yeah, the ogre kind of works. I think there's still some stuff that needs to be cleaned up, and I probably need to make this part larger again. I think it just this whole standing idle animation needs to be reworked to accommodate this. I think there's a bit of a silhouette change because it's not as round as it was as well. What is this? Oh. Oh man. Okay, so I think that's a good, he's in a good spot. Actually this is still, is there a different texture there? What am I looking at? This is kind of stretching a little bit too much still. Do we have the run in here? No. Let's import it again. Import FBX, run, delete. Is this gonna, oh God, that's really annoying. I hope that doesn't cause issues when I'm like importing stuff too. It's potentially a problem. Oops. Clear transform. Okay. So yeah, I still need to do a little bit of more weight painties here. Because that's actually stretching the belt. Which I don't think it should do to that extent. We might have to just live with some of it though. But I don't want to I don't want to do that. Just assigning it to everything. Hopefully that doesn't screw shit up later. There we go. It looks good to me. I can't see it. Must be because I have an untrained eye. Yeah, I mean, not like I'm just looking at, see this, I don't have my Epic pen open. Just make this smaller. Right here, this is the belt line. This is a belt right here. So, it shouldn't, it was like stretching all the way down to like right here or something. It was like the belt was changing shape as he was running. more or less, through the texture, you know, and that sort of stuff bugs me. So I just try to like you know, it's inevitable. Like low poly, it is what it is, but I can still try and minimize it as much, you know. That's what I would. That's what I want to do. So, but that looks good. That's a quick fix. And actually, while I'm here, I can also you know what? I wonder if I can do this. Hang on. Let's put this one back on the A pose, and then we'll just delete that. Close this. Let's go to the animations folder, and we'll find the Ogre run, the actual one that's being used. Ogre mail run forward. Oh, let's grab that one and throw it in Blender and see what happens. It's probably gonna the arms paste. I think the arms are probably gonna not work properly. Import. Import. Wait. Downloads. What did I do? Let's just do this then. What the fuck did I just do? Didn't do anything. Import FBX. Import. There we go. And so now we have the animation. Okay, yeah, so this is what I was doing before. I don't know why it's doing this, but he's like a hurtling. I don't know if that's like I wonder if that's a weird scaling thing happening. Don't know what's going on. So yeah, when I throw the animation directly on this guy, this is what he does. But when I do it in Unity with the same animation, it looks normal. So there's something extra happening there. I think it's probably still referencing the old rig and stuff as reference on where stuff is in relation to other stuff. And maybe that's helping it correct it or something, but yeah. So, but we still have this. And basically so the model kind of works. It's not I feel like it's not optimal. It's not organized very well. So I don't know. I'm not super comfortable with it being like that. But it's also an issue of time on some level. Like I could fix it later, but Unity might have a better way to deal with the rigs. Yeah, it's like it's doing something to sort it out. It's probably through the avatar system. I don't know. Uh, but anyway, so for the time being, anyway, this works. Commands. Save. Okay. So I'm just gonna like chalk that up for the time being as the ogre is sorted out. And then we can figure more in-depth issues as we go, because I wanted to get to the gnome as well, and then once that's all working, I guess I could start adding new characters, because this getting this one little issue sorted out was kind of the last thing that was sort of holding me back from adding, you know, the other races that we still have yet to do, and like the female versions of the ones we have and that sort of thing. So I'm happy with how it looks with the armpits and stuff. So this kind of achieved what I was hoping it would achieve, and surprisingly with less work. Well, less having to redo animations, I guess, up front at least. They were still kind of a lot of work. Let's look at the human. What is next on the agenda? I need to do the same thing that we just did to the gnome male. It's honestly not as noticeable on the gnome, to be honest with you, but I think for the sake of consistency, it's worth doing. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. This is the new human. And again, like, it looks pretty good. I think maybe there's a bit of I could probably try and play with this sort of indent to try and get this a little less weird. But overall, it's definitely way better than it was. There's no like obvious, noticeable, screwed up armpit thing, that, because like another thing too was it was because the way it was, you know, kind of folding, it was creating a weird shadow, and that's how it was most noticeable. Like if it wasn't like so much of a shadow thing, this animation is a little screwed up too. But this is the new run. I think it actually kind of looks a little bit better, but it's not working properly as well. But anyway, yeah, so I'm kind of rambling a bit. Want to get the robes and cutting things sorted so I can play with yeah, the cloth. Yeah, so since you brought that up, actually, while I have you here, Goblin, I didn't really understand what you said. I'm assuming. Oh, dang! Let me swap these. So. Let's turn on the run for this. Give me. Bottom. Run. Yeah. I can jump in. Ooh. All right, I'll just jump in. I could actually turn off my music and allow you to hear. Hey. Let's turn this off.
Let's see. Okay. 1 second. Let me.
I
Do you
double click
want to
that.
share your screen, actually, and then I can kind of draw on it.
Yeah. So I'm sharing now. You should be able to see.
Oh yeah.
So this is the row bottom. And it sounded like that's one of the ones it goes on top of something. Is that like, does that just go over top of
Yeah,
just
exactly. It will go over top, but the thing is here, you see how like this is clipping and everything.
right?
We don't have to worry about that because what Magic Cloth will do is what I think it will do, um, is we will probably have some collider here with the thigh and here with the calf, and so it won't do any sort of clipping, and then all this stuff will kind of like free flow in between.
Okay. I think I can probably add, because like this one is merging, because you just grab the leg, I assume. So I think it'd be worth just adding one there so it can help that. But yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
what we might actually do, and I'll play with this, I think, but what I might do is I might just take the whole thing and subdivide it, so it has a lot more polygons to play with in terms of whether or not it's stretching too much, or because if a point here and then a point here, but then like a knee comes through or something, that's obviously not good. So
Right. Yeah. So that's something that I was like, right. We're starting to like get near a boundary of like a style choice thing as well. Um, and like that's one of the things I did. Like last time we had the robes, I did add way more polys to it, and it smoothed it out. And obviously, and that was like me just trying to weight paint it around it so we could just use the animation, and it started to look like something else.
yeah,
Which,
and
and that's
this
kind of why I was pro going with the body swaps, because we could keep the low poly look, and it's also referential to the EverQuest robes and stuff. The only problem that it doesn't um we run into is like when we like with the layers issue.
yeah, we then cannot have a leg and a
Right.
robe
Yeah. So
that goes like that. The thing here is I want to see how it looks with this, so with these current polys, and then I want to see how it looks when it's subdivided. But I want to see how that looks for both. And honestly, if this one looks great when we actually put the cloth physics on, I'm happy with that. But it's like the contingency is basically let's subdivide it and see what happens, because cloth is very different from this sort of low poly stuff,
right.
and so like once we actually get the cloth physics going and interacting the way that we want it to, then we're going to be able to say, okay, is this stylistically too far or whatever. But
Right.
I really want to try that out because the benefits of getting good cloth like this is like it's insane, because just the amount of secondary animation that will happen, it will look really really good.
Yeah, I'm totally down to like test it out. There's nothing wrong with that, but like, I just I don't want to like. I guess I'm just concerned that we're gonna test it out and just kind of roll forward without even like stopping and having a discussion about, is this a fit for what we're trying to do? Because the robes. I play casters as more often than not, and robes are kind of like a big thing for me. And I'm kind of I guess I feel like I'm a kind of a purist with certain things on the team. So
This is something I'm kind of like the one place where I think this game, as in Monsters and Memories, that where we should not hold back on, in my opinion, is sure we can hit the aesthetics of like the shape and the textures, but I don't think we should ever hold back when it comes to animation. It's there's if we can have like freaking amazing animation when it comes to like uh, uh, actually even with this, it might be that we move some polys around or something. It doesn't look too egregious, but I just feel like when it comes to this sort of stuff, animation, secondary animation with cloth physics, that sort of thing,
yeah,
like I that's the one thing where I'm saying let's step forward, but
right.
we should
And
have a talk about it as a team for sure. But
yeah, I was trying to think of other options as well. Like, I was thinking, what if, I guess, I mean, we could do a thing where we, for like a full robe, we have like the body swap thing, and then for the, let me pull up the reference stuff so I can explain it better. Um, because a lot of this is like with kind of like this stuff where it's like a half robe sort of situation, and I was wondering if we could just make this, like, just model it out in that shape or something, and then we could just have that, and then it wouldn't matter if it clipped, like we could have some thickness or something, so it could clip a certain amount and it wouldn't, nothing would poke through the other side. I mean, it's, I'm just like spitballing here, but that was another thought I had. Because
yeah,
like Ollie, I
go
keep
ahead.
I keep thinking about Ollie saying that like the mesh stuff is cheap. It's cheaper to swap that stuff out. So like, and I actually I kind of deconstructed the World of Warcraft model, and they had like all sorts of attachments and stuff for all those bits and pieces. So like that's what they did. So I mean that's
Yeah,
something that we could try and do probably.
the hope I think, at least the original plan for these characters were that like if we have a robe like uh, this robe with a single texture could change from this to the enchanter, where it's kind of like that,
Right.
to the necromancer, to even the warrior, to the inquisitor, which has it on. So it's like so literally one model, and we just and it doesn't even need to be like inquisitor or whatever. We could play around with so many different textures and overlaps and everything on, because this is something that I was doing. The Langsdorfian guard
Mm-hmm.
that I did the concept for. He had a sash,
Was that
and the sash.
off of one of these ones in here?
Um, no, no.
Okay.
I had a sash that basically did this, right? But then I was able to apply that to both the robe and then also this robe, or the under robe. But then also, I mean, there was one texture and we were able to apply it in many different ways, and it was really cool. So I'm like, the more that we can do that sort of thing, especially if we can get it to work with, like, because that means we only have to get one model, like actually cloth physics up, or two models, being this one and then
Yeah.
the lower model and then this. It would mean we need to get three things cloth physics up per, which is already a lot, but per race, or no, not per race, per model, because there's, so it'd be six per race because female male,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like in terms of just that, getting that to look and feel right, uh, per race is going to be a lot. But I think think that's where it's worth it. Personally, I'm seeing it as like I really want. I think this is the way to go at the very least. The secondary animation is not something we should, or animation in general is not something I don't think we should skimp out on.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on the animation stuff. I'm just like, for me, it's like a style concern, and like I hate clipping. So, and another thing I was thinking about too, that I wonder if you've thought about, because I'm worried that it might be an issue as well. I guess if we're talking about upping the poly count, maybe it'd be less of an issue, but with a low poly, like with this one where it would be a robe, and then we have like the negative space right here. As this deforms, it's gonna stretch these corners of the, like, it's probably gonna be most noticeable on the necromancer. I think the rest of them are probably fine, but that's just something that I thought about, that might be an issue that we might run into as well, and I'm not sure if that's something you've calculated.
I've done this before with, I think it was, there's this game that I worked on with my current now partner Miles, that is working with Witherhome, and uh, we'd had this game called Soul Keepers, and basically the whole character was just a cloak, and we had cloth physics on it, and when he spun around, it looked really damn good. It was literally just like a cloak character. It was kind of cool, but the cool part was I was doing something very similar to this, which is I was alphaing out the texture, so it was just a new texture for the thing, and regardless of what the texture was, as long as you made sure that the first texture didn't stretch too much or do something too crazy, it actually looked pretty good.
Well,
So
that's my point though, because we have a lot, like I'm thinking of that sit animation. Um, like that's gonna stretch the hell out of it. And you know, I'm not sure what other ones we have that would stretch that badly, but that's one that sticks out in my mind, is like that's gonna.
it might not stretch it out too bad. I'm thinking it might not stretch it out too bad.
Um,
Uh,
I think I don't know if does this have it in here already. I think it does actually. Because oh, it doesn't. What the fuck? I thought it had this sit animation in here already, but I threw it on there, and it looked kind of funky. But
yeah. This animation stuff, like this, is going to stretch it. I think actually a lot more than once we apply cloth physics, because there's not going to be like this trying to pull one vertice
okay,
and
yeah,
then
that
all the
makes
way to
sense.
another, right? It's going to find like the least, what's it called, it's like the path of least resistance, I guess. So that's as far as I understand it. Like we won't need to worry about a lot of this stuff. Like the feet in this case, um, it's not actually going to be controlled at all by the rig. Like, or sorry, the vertices down by the feet, right? It's not going to be controlled at all by the rig. It's going to uh, be like its position is going to be completely taken over by the physics system.
Okay.
At least that's my understanding. I think that's how it should work and is going. If it turns out that we need to pull it off of the rig, then we'll have to do that and to get the cloth physics stuff to work. But yeah, that's as far as my understanding goes.
Okay. That's more than I got. So yeah, let's we can see how it goes.
I hope the low poly robes actually work. It's probably better that we stay low poly just for a performance uh, kind of perspective. But I'm a little worried about whether or not the like what's it called, the vertices are gonna like cut in between the
Yeah.
uh,
I don't know. I'm like
capsule or something.
staying, trying to stay open-minded, but I'm like kind of not sure. I'm not convinced that it'll work, because EverQuest 2 had cloth physics on their robes, and I assume the reason they made all their robes like these pantsuits with like dangling like strips of fabric was because trying to do a full robe was causing some weird issues or something. Like it was like flying up or something. But I don't know. That's just my assumption. So I guess we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, if it works out, then I'm all for it. I'm just like concerned about the maintaining of the style and that sort of stuff, and you know, this and that.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's gonna. I have a feeling once we actually. That's why I want to get it in, like, and really try it out, because if it turns out like, oh crap, this really doesn't work or something like that, like, I'd rather know now, and rather than having sort of depended on it
Right.
with a lot of stuff. I mean, and when I mean a lot of stuff, I mean we're literally kind of like pushing forward into this area with the concepts, with how we've built out all the all our plans to do, like, to do cloth or robes and all that stuff. So I'd rather know, like, right quick, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely sooner better.
I'm gonna look into what low poly cloth physics can and should look like, and
That
because
that girl that is in that demo video, she looked pretty low poly. I don't think it showed the actual um wireframe though, but the hair looked kind of low poly, but it was also kind of clumped and stuff.
yeah,
For those curious, this is the video that this is like a demo of kind of like the cloth physics thing um that we're looking at, and you can see the hair is pretty low poly. I'm trying to see.
yeah. I don't think we'll have too much of an issue.
This is also very short as well, though. It's not like a full thing, so I'd be
Yeah,
curious to see.
I was looking into a lot of other like, what's it called, magica cloth, like examples, and they have a lot of stuff um that looks pretty darn good. So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to be well, I'm sort of excited to see where we're kind of going with it, but like once we get it in, I think they'll probably add a whole lot, uh just to every, and then, well, god, our character creators, we're going to have what, cloth physics on the uh on the robes. I assume we're probably going to do it on the uh what's it called, on the shawl. We might do a little bit on the shawl. We'll probably do it on the cape. But then we also have backpacks, and we have all those items, and we have, oh man, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be sweet.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this, kind of shifting a little bit? Um, what are your thoughts on? I feel like if we can get stuff for robes, um, why not do other stuff? Um, like,
Like hair.
well, I actually had a separate idea for hair, but I was thinking like just actual geo swaps for like different armor pieces and stuff, because we're already going to do the robes and the shawl and helmets. So I'm just like, is it worth doing? Because like we have the like
Uh,
we need something for this, right? So is this, I guess that's going to be a shawl piece or something, or because this could be, we could have like a breastplate that swaps out.
yeah,
Like,
we could have a breastplate that swaps out, like just changing the silhouette a little bit or something, where, you know, but then just the one thing that we have to watch out for is for every geo piece that we decide is going to like be based off of the actual model is another geo piece that we have to do for every character or every playable model. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
it's like it has to be done for the ogre if we replace just the but if it's like an attachment or something, like I could imagine the Inquisitor, that neck piece being an attachment that kind of like hits onto the chest or something. We might be able to use the same model for most of them.
Maybe. Do we need a bone for that? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when it get. Let's sort out the robes and stuff first, I guess. But I was just pondering like how far we would want to go with that stuff.
And as far as connecting it to a bone, I believe so. I believe we would need a bone to connect it to.
Okay.
But that might just be the neck or something, and then offset it, and that might work. Usually that stuff. I mean, yeah, that should work
Maybe.
if the chest doesn't get deformed too much.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of jiggle and stuff on things right now, but that's also because I'm shit at animating and rigging. But yeah, hair. I had a thought for that. If I pull up my UV editor and we open the face thing, why aren't you showing me the face thing? There we go. So we have this section here, and I was thinking, you know what we could, one way we could really maximize that space is if we did, if we just painted like some hair strips. Let me see. See if I can find an example. Yeah, so right here.
Oh, and do like cards.
Yeah, so we could just have in the texture just like a bunch of strips, and then we could do cards, and that way we could do a whole bunch of different hairstyles with just geo swaps and using the same textures. And then, you know, it'd be easy to change the color because we just do black and white and then tint it.
Yeah.
The only thing is,
that's something that I think we'd have to talk to. Maybe we'd have to talk to Sean about that because it might not hit the.
Right. That is definitely a style thing, but and I don't know how I feel about it. I think it's definitely a conversation, but
Totally. Yeah.
that is like that was just something that I thought would be, at least if nothing else, very economical. I think.
Hi guys.
Yeah, totally. It would be economical.
I don't really have a lot of experience with doing hair cards and stuff though, so but that'd be interesting to do, I think.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not that would be a good idea because it looks good to me, but at the same time, like, uh, is that almost like gonna break the stylistic sort of wall that we have for Monsters and Memories when our ogre has like a beautiful head of hair, you know, that's flowing in the wind and everything. I don't know.
Um, yeah, I mean, it depends, I guess, like, because actually the World of Warcraft stuff does that. I was looking at, they have cards and they have low poly stuff in it. And I can't find any fucking good examples, but and you know what I'm talking about. These are all like good. The original ones were like more classic-y looking, and it fit the style closer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's just something that we could have a discussion about, I think, and see. But anyway.
Yeah, if we do like a base model for the hair, and then well, this is what I was thinking, and I don't know, but because the beard and the hair are not going to be the same model. Essentially, I was thinking if we wanted really high resolution hair, it's possible that, especially for like long hair or something, we could pull into the beard area as well. For certain races, like I'd imagine the deep elves, for their longer hair, we could have that UV space go.
That's actually an interesting point, because unless we're looking at dwarves, this probably isn't going to be used for the female textures, and they'd more likely have long hair, so we could move into that space with longer hair or something.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't be using the same. So what I'm thinking is that the beard and the hair models could both use like those spaces. You know what I mean? Could use both of those spaces, as in the left and the right. So the beard could use the whole bottom half, and then the hair could use the whole bottom half. And because they're different models, it doesn't matter.
Gotcha. Yeah, because the beard is basically long hair. If you're take care of it, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, that's just one idea. I don't know. Maybe because that means, that does mean that if we were to do that, we'd have like what it might come down to is that we just do like a full head of hair texture that goes all the way down or something, all the way across or whatever, and then we touch up the like where the alphas are or what I don't know where the alphas would be, but it could be dependent on model, or maybe we have a model with a combination of cards. Like we could do like you said, a model that is on the left side, left bottom, and that's where the whole head of hair is. And then we could have cards, literal polys that we like extrude out, that then is UV'd onto the right side.
Yeah.
And then we could use those. You know what I mean?
Because I was kind of already thinking of doing that as well with this, just like creating some like flyaway, just for because this looks very,
Yeah, just some flyaways here and there.
Yeah, just to get
And
the
then
silhouette.
and then all those flyaways could probably use even the same texture, like, or same like area of the UV.
Right.
So yeah, there's lots of ways that we can do hair for sure.
All right. Well, that sounds good.
Sorry if I've kept you.
No, it's good. I usually I like normally end at like 9, which is like another 20 minutes or so anyway. You're good. I wanted to talk about the ropes thing anyway, because that was stressing me out, honestly. But the way you described it actually sounds a lot better than I kind of imagined it, so that relieves some stress.
Yeah, it won't adhere to the animation very much. It'll kind of like for example, by the hips, right? You can choose where each vertice and or how much each vertice is like influenced by said, let's say, cloth physics system. So for example, like all the top vertices of that robe would just be all 0, as in it does not move, it will not move from what is based off of. And then some pieces will go what's it called, some pieces will be influenced by so you can like make it so it goes 0, 0.1, 0.5, 5 or whatever, so then it's like super free. And that's how the cloth physics works. That's how I know cloth physics to work. I think they have like some bone stuff, so if you want certain structure, I know a lot of that add-on is like really focused on like a bunch of anime girl stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like these like fluffy curly dresses like this.
Mm.
right? And so those require more bones that keep it like structured, basically, as if it has what is it called? There's like those metal cages underneath like those big puffy dresses. I forget what they're called.
I
But
don't know.
yeah,
I know I know what
anyway,
you're talking about though, but yeah.
give it more structure. So we'll probably be able to do a little bit of that if we want to. A good one to look at for this sort of style, I think, is the way that um, I think it. I might be wrong actually. Never mind. I'm not going to say. I was going to say Guild Wars, or Guild Wars 2 had some good stuff for what's it called, for robes, but I might be wrong. It might not have used cloth physics. It might have had like an actual like bones that an animator animated.
I haven't touched either Guild Wars in a long time, but I think Guild Wars 1 at least probably had animated stuff that was pretty low tech, it seemed like, from my memory.
Yeah.
Maybe the second one had something more fancy though. I kind of wanted to go back to that and just screw around with it, but I don't even know my login information, and I don't feel like buying it again. So
Oh, Guild Wars 1.
the second one,
The second one's free right now.
is it? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll get around to it, but
Yeah.
I didn't like it enough to.
Yeah, it was I had a major problem with its difficulty. Just it was just what's it called? It really focused on like what's it called, the difficulty of pressing buttons rather than the difficulty of pressing the right button at the right time.
Yeah,
Like,
I found it very lonely because
yeah,
it
same.
was it felt like a single player game with other people in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, um, yeah, that's all I had on the robe stuff and that sort of thing. Um, this animation stuff is, or with these new model the updates. I'm kind of liking how they're turning out. There's still some stuff that needs to be worked out, I think. But I was actually surprised that the Unity was able to sort out the issue with the arms. I don't know if I don't know if we're gonna have to clean that up later or not. But yeah. Anyway, so that's all I got. Um, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
then so my thinking is I'll get these three. I guess I just need the gnome sorted, and then I'm gonna get through the troll, and I should do I should actually get the wood elf out there too
Yeah.
soon, so we can get that scale. And then I guess we were talking about doing the female version because that's the thinner one. So I already started on the female human as well, so we'll have that as well.
Yeah,
And
I was thinking if we could do the what's it called, the female wood elf and then the female goblin, because the female goblin is the thinnest
right,
of all the races. We can get those extremes.
yeah, that works. Yeah, because like I'm glad the human's a little bit thicker now because he was pretty
Yeah.
thin already, and we don't want to end up with in a situation where the like the met like the goblin and the wood elf are so thin that you don't really have enough surface area to even see the textures. Like from a certain distance, you're not going to see that stuff. So
Yeah, I have a feeling with those, they're gonna be those textures. They're gonna read slightly, but then for the most part, I have a feeling those textures are going to like be more of like a hint at kind of what you're wearing. Like will notice the colors or whatever rather than like the actual texture.
is
That's my. Go ahead.
uh for the wood elf, they're actually wearing clothes. There isn't any sort of like deep dwarf stuff.
No. They'll be wearing clothes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man, figuring out that with Ollie's system, the deep dwarf stuff, we can do that with his system already. Like once he gets masks in and everything, it's or not already, but you know,
Oh, we don't have
it
masks
was
in? I thought we had that in already.
maybe we do, and I haven't pulled the right one, or maybe he was working on it and he didn't push it.
Well,
I
because
can't remember.
I thought that's how the, like, because there was the tinting thing where, because we were using the same, we pretty much have that one armor texture right now.
Yep.
And, you know, you put on like a,
Detail masks is what I mean.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
so there'd be like another texture over top of that would just be like black and white, and that would indicate where the texture will fade in or fade out because we'll be able to do like a value thing.
Oh,
So we'll be able to literally like take the deep dwarf stuff and put on like a black and white mask over top of all the armor that will then be put on him or put on anyone. So the deep dwarf will need an extra little bit, of course, but yeah, it'll
okay.
work. It'll work.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh man, sorry, I was talking a lot.
That's all good. Cool. Um, yeah, that's all I got. I think I'll probably head on off now though, because I gotta demolish the rest of my cookies over here, and then I need to go to the bathroom.
Word.
Maybe I'll do it all at once. Who knows?
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Good talk. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, so that's probably going to be the end of the stream as well. At the same time, as I mentioned, I have activities I wanted to partake in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope that last bit wasn't too boring or anything for you guys. But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking for the robes. Just doing some cloth physics. We're gonna see how that goes. We're not really sure, you know, if it's gonna work, how it's gonna work. If not, then we'll try something else. But yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi guys. I need to get like a bye guys or something. I don't know. And that could be. I need like a. I had an end credits thing, and it didn't really work. So I need to make something for that too. But anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll catch you guys on Thursday. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out. And I'll see you.